Hey, how's it going?
What up, my man? I never got to ask you this, and I'm sure you've answered it, so I apologize for you getting this question. Who gave you the name C Rod?
Um, I think one of my teammates back then, I think my name was just very, very long, and sometimes they don't want to say the whole thing. So, that's how nicknames start. But yeah,
Keep it simple, like J Lo, A Rod. They're like, we don't want to say Rodriguez. They just want to keep it simple.
yeah, just keep it simple, short and simple.
Right on, my man. Well, you keep it simple because you go out there and get these wins. Doesn't always pay off if we have a tough opponent. What did we learn from that last fight?
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lot. Fighting in Mexico was a very different experience for me. Fighting someone really good like Melky was also a good experience. It was a close fight. I mean, in my opinion, I thought it was a close fight, but I learned a little more about the fight game, the mental side, the physical side. So there's so much more that I'm learning, and a little bit I got to work on my mental side. So like confidence, the inner work, a lot of stuff like that.
When fighters mention Mexico or they mention Abu Dhabi or even Colorado here in the states, how much of a factor is acclimating and the different weather, time of day, all that stuff? Did that play a factor at all, or not? That wasn't that big of a deal.
I don't want to say it played a factor, but I do know like the first week I went there, I was originally gonna go for a week just to kind of test it out. The first day I felt fine. I was kind of talking shit about the altitude. I'm like, I don't feel anything. And the next day I sparred, and that's when I really felt the altitude. So everyone's different, everyone has to adjust a little bit differently. Some people say they don't feel it, some people do. So it's different for everybody. But for me, if I ever fight in Mexico City again, I would definitely go out there for that much time again.
I remember back in the day when Verdun was going to fight Kane, he went out to Mexico City like weeks out. Like of course, money's right and Airbnbs and all that, but he took it that serious to where he was like, okay, I'm gonna acclimate to this and be out there for like a month and a half. So just part of the fight game as you're learning. And you hit on something real important, that whole mental. Do you bring in different people? Do you do the sports psychologist thing? Meditate, pray? What have you adjusted to with that? Because it's only gonna make you better.
Yeah, a lot of meditating, a lot of praying, talking to different people. Like I've been talking to Bilal. I asked him about his mindset and kind of picking other people's mindsets. So that's been helping me a lot. I think really working on my inner self and like the meditating part, the manifestation part, that's been helping me a lot. And I think we're gonna see a big result Saturday night.
Man, and you know what? This is the one that you circle for Saturday night. Because you and your opponent can definitely give us something violent, some brutal, something beautiful, fight of the night type performance. How was your reaction with the team when you saw that name come across on that contract, or the manager called you and said, "Look who I got"?
I was so excited for this matchup. I got nothing but respect for Andre Fili. He's a scrapper. He definitely brings violence, and I think it's a great matchup for me. I think it's going to be a fight for the fans, and yeah, this is one of those fights where I really had to kind of dig in a little bit more, just because like every day I would wake up, I'm like, wow, I'm fighting Andre Fili today. Andre Fili, August 9th. So a lot of more preparation, a lot of more dedication, a lot of more discipline came from this fight camp just because I was fighting Andre Fili. It helped me explore different things I didn't know I had.
That's awesome, man. I know you can't give it away because you got the strategy and you got the game plan with everybody, but you guys match up so well that I'm excited if this goes to the ground. I'm excited if it keeps standing. I'm excited if it's just like pure Muay Thai and kickboxing. Where do you see you have a advantage? If you could give me something like that.
I feel like I have the advantage everywhere. I think my striking and my grappling is way too slick. It's too sharp. I think this. I don't want to say he's old. Not saying that, but the sport evolves so fast, and I feel like I'm part of a new generation that's slowly taking over the UFC, and that's what the UFC likes. So I'm really excited to see how we match up against Saturday night.
Man, and you know what? I appreciate that you're just locked in. Even that notion in and of itself, like you're fighting a vet, young vet, we'll say respectfully, but he's had all kinds of looks. So he's gonna really test you and bring something that you might not know about yourself. Do we expect a 15-minute banger, or if you can, you'll get him out of there and be like, dude, I'm on to the next. I don't need to be here if I don't need to.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a finish, but if not, it's definitely going to be a 15-minute banger. This is one of those fights where in camp I did a lot of mental work, so I'm really knowing that it's going to be a good war Saturday night.
Cannot wait to see it, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Speaking of, that mental side of the game and, being introspective, you had recently posted something, and I think it was yesterday, you featured a quote from the Alchemist stating, "To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation." What about that quote and the Alchemist resonates with you?
Yeah, I like the book a lot. I've just finished reading it not too long ago. My girlfriend told me to read it like a long time ago, but I was like, yeah, I'll read it. But I always pushed it off. But yeah, it's really good. I think everyone has a dream to chase, and there's a lot of things in that book that I realize kind of aligns with myself. It's like about tough times to on the mission, and sometimes like people they want to get to the top, but they focus on too many different things instead of like the actual journey. And yeah, this is my journey. So I'm very grateful for the wins and the losses. I've learned a lot, and I think that's part of my journey. I feel like I'm exactly where I need to be right now, and this is my dream since I was 14 years old. I've been chasing this dream since I was a kid, and this is like my final, not my final, but this is what I've been wanting my whole entire life. So, yeah.
I mean, you have such a great opportunity in front of you, not only Andre Fili, but, trying to bounce back from a loss. And with that being said, how do you remain in the moment, stay poised, but then appreciate where you are?
I feel like I'm appreciating where I'm at just by staying so present in this moment, not looking for tomorrow, not looking ahead, just really enjoying today. I mean, that's the only thing we can focus on. Like, as much as I would love to see my future, I do see my future, but literally the only thing that I can focus on is on today. And I think that's what has been helping me out in this camp. It's like, okay, let's not look for tomorrow or the day after. It's like I give today my 100% focus, and if for me it's like the way I live every day. I try to get better as a human and as an athlete. It's like the little quote I like to hear. It's like 1% better every day. So that's been really helping me a lot.
It's interesting you mentioned your camp because the most recent fight for both of you was against Costa. So for you, when you went to camp and you were training and looking at film, was that a fight that you guys really looked at like, okay, we had faced a similar opponent, our most recent one as well, and we can gather a lot from this fight and a lot of information from there?
A little bit. I think everyone improves after the last fight, so I'm not really counting on that. The way I prepare for this camp is I'm expecting the best version of Andre Fili to show up Saturday night, and yeah, I see little things here and there from his fights, but I'm not really counting on like how he performed his last fight to how he fights Saturday night.
And I'm sorry if I repeat a question that Mondo asked, but you had mentioned already that you feel like you have the advantage everywhere. So getting that hand raise, how do you think that's going to look and how it's going to get done?
Yeah, I really want to finish. I really want a finish. It's been a while. I'm not going to force it, but I have so much confidence in my skill set that I know I can do it Saturday night.
I wanted to go back to the books and everything. Do you read a lot?
I'm trying to. I'm getting a little bit more into it, a little more fiction books, self-help books, and it's been helping me a lot.
What kind of books are you reading right now or are you looking to read?
I like fiction. I recently read one called "Don't Believe Everything You Think."
Okay.
It's like I have kind of anxiety, so like and overthinking. So that's been really helping me too. The way I feel like if I focus on improving myself, like my human side, it helps me a lot in my professional, my career side. So it's been kind of playing out.
It's interesting. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of different outlets. We were just talking to Fluffy and a couple other fighters earlier about how they find their rest and how they find that recharge to be able to stay focused and maintain consistency inside the octagon. Has reading? You just mentioned you just recently got into it. Who was that impact to help you really start reading and you found the benefits of it?
Yeah, my girlfriend's been helping me with books. She's a big reader, so it's been helping me a lot. It's been helping my anxiety and other things. But yeah.
And that quote from The Alchemist, you have other ones as well on Instagram. Is there a specific quote that you hold close to your heart?
Yeah, there's a lot. I feel like close to my heart is I like "There's always light at the end of the tunnel." It's an old one, but it's very, very. I like it a lot, just because everyone in life goes through hard times, and I feel like if you find that power to keep pushing, things always will get better.
And then final one for me, the Contender Series is coming up next week. You're an alum from there. Been asking a few of these fighters that have participated and were in the Contender Series. When you take a look back at your time in that moment, getting that win and seeing what it took to do it, what makes that series so special compared to compared to Road to the UFC and things like that?
Yeah, the Contender Series is awesome. It's like it's a job interview. It's like I can really relate to those fighters who put everything on there, like their whole entire. It's like their shot at their dreams. So that's why it means so much to me. It's like you literally have this platform, and it's like, all right, you do a good job Saturday night. Tuesday afternoon, you can get signed. But the cool thing about it is Dana's just not looking for winners. He wants people to put on shows, because at the end of the day, it's like this is entertainment. People love watching this, and it's kind of messed up to say it, but not messed up. But I don't think people want to see hugging for 15 minutes straight. People like to see exciting fights with the grappling, with the striking. It's not just laying on somebody or holding someone against the cage. It's putting on a show for the fans, and the fans is like what brings us good paychecks, more opportunities. So it's like you guys give us love, we give you guys love, and that's how it should be.
Appreciate it. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Just a couple quick ones. I just want to ask on the dynamic over at Rufus Sport with guys like you, Anthony Pettis, Sergio, Rufion Stotts. How's the dynamic been out there in Milwaukee ahead of potentially your biggest fight?
It's been great. I love Rufus Sport. I've been at the gym since I was 14 years old. It's the first gym I ever trained at. And if you've ever been to Milwaukee, there's not really much to do besides going out or the gym. Yeah. And for me, it's like I'm so invested in my gym that all I do is train. But yeah, I had a great camp for this fight. My coaches were very fired up too. I felt it. So it's been a great environment to be in.
And obviously, we're used to, I know you touched on the Philly matchup, but we're used to, as of late, seeing you fight prospects, man. People called you the prospect killer at one point and everything. So, obviously, you got the Juicy J fight under your belt now, and you're going to fight Philly. So how does that compare when you're going to fight maybe another young guy like yourself compared to fighting a guy who's been in there, how many years, like Philly?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I feel like in any fight, it's really hard to make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you can pay for it. But I think fighting vets has really helped me evolve my game. It's like being more patient, being more calm. I think with these, with people who haven't lost, they have this invincibility mindset. And no one's invincible, right? Yeah. But the thing is, when you have that mindset, you only see one way. And then with the vets, it's like they're tricky. They always have tricks up their sleeves. So yeah, it's been very different.
And I feel like at one point people were like, if you're a prospect in this division, you have to go through C-Rod based on how they've been booking. But now do you think it's more of like the UFC's showing love to you and knowing your value? Because whether it's a prospect, they put you with names that the fans like, whether it's a veteran or a prospect like a Philly, Julian Erosa, or prospects that people like Raul Rosas and Simon, etc.
Yeah, I think the UFC knows I put on great fights. I've been with the right match, not the right matchups, but I'm always fighting great people. I've never really fought anybody who doesn't have any hype. It's not a great fighter, I'm not, and that's what I was here for. I feel like at a young age, I never really fit in anywhere. I always felt like I was meant for something bigger, and these matchups always, it's like a good reel, a good finish, a good fight pushes me to the next step. So I'm very grateful for these matchups. Thank you.
Christian, just a couple more. This is your, I think, 5th fight moving up to the UFC featherweight division. I know that it made the life easier as far as you could focus on training instead of just losing weight, but how have you felt physically as you've kind of filled into this division?
I've been feeling way better. I think at the beginning of my career, I was kind of in a tricky mindset where I feel a little small, kind of want to go back down. So I wasn't fully in this division. My mindset was not here, I would say. But now I feel great. I feel like I'm getting stronger. I'm really confident in my skill sets. And look at Ilia Topuria. He's it's like my height, my size, and champion at 45 and 55. Volk's my height too. So it's just about your skill set.
Was there a specific turning point where you felt physically adept to the featherweight division?
Yeah, just I think within this last year, I've been really focusing on a little more strength and conditioning. So I think these past couple months have been really great for me, just because I was starting to fight a lot at 45, like back to back to back. So I think this last fight really helped me slow down and like, all right, now I probably won't be fighting for a while, so let's really focus on putting on some size.
And then we mentioned earlier the idea of you like kind of becoming a prospect killer for a minute there. After beating Fili, what do you hope that unlocks for you as you move forward?
Yeah, I hope it shoots me up towards the top of the division. Obviously not top 15 yet, but I hope a little bit closer. So I really hope a win with him gets me closer to that.